Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So the topic we will discuss today it is the introduction of lipids. Basically, lipids these are known as the macromolecules. These are known as macromolecules that are present in our body or in the living organisms. By definition, lipids are the macromolecules. They are made up of fatty acid. Likewise, if we talk about the proteins, they were made up of the amino acids. So here we have the lipids, which is made up of the fatty acids. Lipids include two types. The first one we have oils, and the second one we have fats. So fatty acids, these are mainly combining and making the lipids. So they are the esters of long chains carboxylic or fatty acids with the glycerol. When the fatty acids just combine with the glycerol, they are making up the lipids. So here the word esters. This is the class of the hydrocarbons in which the carbon is a central atom, or here we have the carbonyl group. On one side we have the alkyl group, and on the other side we have oxygen and the alkyl group. So we can also read it RC double bond O O R. These are known as the esters. So they are the long chains of the esters when they combine and they are making up the lipids. On the other hand, these esters are made up of three fatty acids. When the esters are made up of basically three fatty acids, and they are known as the triglycerides. Word triglycerides. So let's have a look at what are basically triglycerides. So here we have the triglycerides. When the simple esters are made up of three fatty acids, so the word three is here, so that's why they are known as the triglycerides. Here we have the glycerol, which is the backbone, and the glycerol is attached with the 1, 2, and 3 fatty acids. So they are known as triglycerides. Glycerol is from the glycerides, and tri mean here we have 3 fatty acids along with. Let's have a structure on it. We have this is a simple ester, this is the second, and this is the third ester. So they combine the long chain form and they are making up the simple lipids, as there are three fatty acids are combining with the glycerol. So that's why they are known as the triglyceride. So this is the basically general formula for the triglycerides. Here the R is known as the alkyl group, and the type of the lipid just depends upon the alkyl group or the carbon chain that is attached with it. If it is a long chain, and there are mainly two types of triglycerides, they may be made up of saturated fatty acids, and they may be made up of unsaturated fatty acids. So it depends upon the nature of the substance. After that, we have fat and oil. Basically, the lipids may be of two types. The first one, it may be of fat or it may be of oil type. Now, on what is the main difference between the fat and oil? The first difference is between their source. The fat is mainly taken up from the animals and the oils are mainly taken up from the plants. The second difference is between their fatty acids. The fatty acids are saturated and they may be of unsaturated. So it's mean there are two types of the fatty acids, saturated and unsaturated. On the other hand, the type of bonding. Fat and oil are different. In type of bonding, there is no double bond. It's mean they are saturated. And if they have double bond between the carbon atoms, then they are known as the unsaturated fatty acids and they are making up the oils. Then the state at room temperature. What is the physical state of fat and oil? If we have the fat, it is in solid state at room temperature. On the other hand, if we have the oils, it is present in the liquid state at room temperature. Here you can see these two are mainly oil, and these three are the examples of the fats, as they are present in solid state and they are present in the liquid state at room temperature, and the room temperature that we have, it is almost 25 degree Celsius. After that we have their melting point. Melting point of fats is high and melting point of oils is low, and all that depends upon their presence of the double and single bond. As there is no double bond, it's mean just a single bond present between carbon atoms, they are saturated. So what just happened, as this is a sigma bond, it is very strong, so that's why its melting point is high. On the other hand, it's low because it contain double bond between the carbon atoms, and when it contain double bond, it's mean the one bond is pi and the one is sigma. Pi bond is very weak, so that's why they started to melt at low temperature. So this is a simple difference between fat and oil. So when we talk about their fatty acids, the fatty acids of the fats are known as the saturated fatty acids. They are saturated fatty acids. On the other hand, when we talk about the fatty acids of the oils, here its fatty acids are known as the unsaturated fatty acids because they contain the double or the triple bond between them. And all these are mainly made up of the fatty acids. So fatty acids are known as the building blocks of the lipids, and they are very important in them. On the other hand, all the esters that are making up the lipids, they must combine three in number. So that's why their structure is known as triglycerides. And all these triglycerides have their different structure depending upon the type of the lipid, whether it will be a fat or it will be an oil. And we can also convert the oil into fat as they are unsaturated, and we can convert it into the saturated by the addition of the hydrogen, which process is known as the hydrogenation. So this was all about today's lecture. I hope you guys understand, and if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys soon. The next topic we will discuss, it is the fatty acids. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.